Hello. A little bit of a mess up there in the beginning. Oh, what is going on, boys and girls? What's going on, guys? Just wanted to talk to you guys, How we doing? Paula, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. She's been waiting. And now her comments on the screen. What's going on, guys? How are we doing? Before I get into the Raider talk, I always just want to touch base to see how we're doing. Everybody staying healthy? Everyone staying active? Staying productive? Do I sound good? Do I look good? What's going on, Fresno? How we doing? You feeling good? Got my Raider cup, as always. I got a haircut and I shaved my beard off. Do I look like a different person? My dad cut my hair. He did okay. I got a buzz, basically. Happy Monday, Snake. Like Ken Stabler. Oh, boy. Well, I'm going to wait for a couple more people to get in here before we start talking about if the Raiders are going to make the playoffs. And that's, of course, our primary topic for today. But as always, this live show is run by you guys. I look I look like I'm 13. I know my mom told me I look like I de-aged about 5 years. And I'm 21. So that would make me 16, huh? It's really hot down here. That's why I keep drinking water. The thermostat's broken down here, so it's like permanently on like 80 degrees. What's up, Sanjoku? Thank you, man. I'm looking forward to doing the show too. Yeah. I'm just waiting for, we could just start right now, I guess. Raiders are going to make the playoffs. First of all, I want to know what you guys think. Do we have a chance to make the playoffs? What percent chance do we have? Where am I from? I'm from Pennsylvania. I've been here my whole life. I'll go to Penn State University. Just finished my first semester. Moneybags, what's up, bro? You were the one yesterday that was saying that you talking trash on Madden, huh? I remember you. I see you. How do I look 14? Do I look 14? Do I look young, guys? I feel like I look like a solid 17. San Diego, okay. So Raiders making the playoffs. Here's what I'll say about the Raiders making the playoffs. I personally, unbiased, last year I said we were going to go 7-9 or 8-8, and we were spot on with that. This year, I think we're going to go 9-7 or 10-6, and we might get help from that last wild card slot. So I think we are going to make the playoffs, and I'll get more specific on how we're going to do that down the road. But I want to know what you guys think. Paula, is it Paula or Paula? I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's Paula, but I don't want to say it wrong. I am Puerto Rican myself, so I should be saying that right. But 80% chance. So that's, yeah. What do I think is going to happen with Zay Jones? I think he'll stay on the roster. He's a good guy to bring in when we need some depth. I mean, think about last year. The people that we were bringing in for depth when Tyrell was injured and when Hunter was injured was Aitman, Doss, and Rico Gafford. So now, instead of bringing those guys in, we could bring in Zay Jones or Nelson Aguilar. It just creates depth. What does that mean for Doss and Aitman? It means they might not make the roster, and that's unfortunate because I do like them both. I feel a sneeze coming on, so I'm going to try not to do it into the mic when it happens. Yeah, I'm from the East Coast. Oh, you're from Fresno, obviously, because I probably should have guessed where you were from by your name. Um, Moneybags with 2G says 10-6 playoffs. I would agree with that. 9-7 will get you in. I think 8-8 maybe gets you in. I think we are going to get the 5th or 6th spot. It's interesting with the new seeding for the wild cards that we're not. Whoever is the 1 seed in the AFC has a bye, and then the 2 seed does not have a bye. The 2 seed immediately plays the 7. So if, let's say, the Chiefs are the 1 seed and the Ravens are the 2 seed, and we get in as the 7, we have to play the Ravens, which is unfortunate, but that's what happens when you add another playoff spot. Fresno follows it up with 9-7 this year. Again, another possible record. I think the 2 games that are going to really decide how our season goes are the games in Buffalo and the game or not the game is in Vegas. So the game versus Buffalo and then the game at Atlanta. Those 2 games are really going to shape how our season goes, because if you want to count some not guaranteed wins but teams we should beat. We should beat Denver once, we should beat the Chargers twice, we should beat Miami, we should beat New England, that's 5. We could beat Carolina, that's 6. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head of the schedule. The Jets is 7 wins. So that's 7 wins right there. I'm trying to think of anything else off the top of my head. Who do we play? We play the Saints. That could be a loss. The Bucks. That could be a loss. I'm gonna pull the schedule up on my phone here. So I got 7 wins right there, and then we play the Browns, who I think we also could win, which will give you 8 wins right there. And then the Buffalo game and the Falcon game could get you to 10 wins. Maybe we beat the Broncos one more time and lose to the Bills. So it's tough. A lot of people are saying 10-6, the 6th spot. 8 minutes trash, never liked them. I think he's got some solid ball skills, but I didn't like in Hard Knocks when he was like not trying as hard, and Derek was like, "Why aren't you going as hard?" And he's like, "I'll go hard in the game." It's like just listen to your quarterback. I don't understand that. Chris Warren, that's the running back, right? I forgot about him. Yeah, there's no chance he makes the team. I'm sorry. I think he's solid. I think he could be a solid player, but I don't see him making the roster with Richard, Bowden, Jacobs, obviously. I don't know why I said Jacobs third. And then Devontae Booker. That's a solid foursome right there. 666 Mafia, very, very unintimidating username. Says we go 9-7. I agree with that. Can't wait for the season. I agree. I actually think that there might be fans that come to see these games. It seemed like Roger Goodell is making people who run the stadiums have precautions in place to get fans into games. Obviously, it's not going to be up to capacity, but I do think that's a possibility. I think no matter what, they're still going to play football games. So we're going to have a season. Bradley, thanks for coming. Henry Ruggs, love the avatar here. 11-5. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I think for that to happen, we might have to sweep the Broncos or beat the Chiefs once, and we're not going to beat them in Kansas City. But we could beat them at home. I don't know. Maybe. Moneybag says he would be a good backup to Josh Jacobs. Chris Warren, yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's just tough because there's just that's a crowded backfield, and I do like him. I do like him a lot, but and the pickups that we did make at running back at least show me that we're not planning to throw the ball to Jacobs a whole ton. We'd rather throw it to Lynn Bowden or Richard. So I think Booker is going to prove himself to be the backup to Jacobs running the ball. But, what are you going to do? Am I worried about Incognito and his age? Well, he played really well last year, and I don't think 1 year removed is going to make a difference. Right now, with everyone quarantined and sort of resting more, I think that's going to help. That's going to help, preserve his body a little. So for next year and even the year after, I'm not worried. But then beyond that, I would say we were probably in the market for a new guard, which is maybe why we drafted Simpson. I don't know. So yeah, I do think we're going to make the playoffs. If we want to go, if we want to go division by division, I think the division winners, excuse me, are pretty obvious. You have the Chiefs in our division. And listen, I'm a homer to a certain extent. I don't think the Chiefs are gonna get dethroned by us or Denver. I think the Chiefs are going to win our division. I think the Bills are obviously going to win the AFC East. The AFC North probably goes to Baltimore again. And the AFC South, I'm a big believer in Tannehill. I said that if he does take over from Mariota, they're going to make the playoffs, and he did. So I think the Titans win that division pretty easily. So I think you have your 4 division winners. And then your 3 wild cards. You have the Raiders. I think Denver's in the mix. Depending on how Tyrod Taylor plays, I think the Chargers are in the mix, although I'm not really scared of them. So I think you have Oakland and Denver, who are definitely in the mix. Big Ben, I don't know what you have with the Steelers. I'm not worried about any AFC East teams. The Texans straight away D-Hop, so I don't know how well they're going to play. And Cleveland is up in the air. So I think we have an easier time. And Indy too. Indy's solid with Phillip Rivers. So there's a lot of teams kind of circling those 3 wildcard slots, but I do think it's Oakland, Denver, and then everybody else fighting for the last one. Uncle Joe says beat KC. I would hope so. I would love to do that. Gabe Jackson is traded in the near future. I say he's going to go to the Donkeys. So to Denver, the Denver Donkeys. I think he could be traded in the future, which is another reason why we did draft Simpson. I would like to keep him for one more year because he's a really, really good guard. And then maybe, I don't know. It's tough though. It's tough. We might have to trade him. Moneybags. It should be Ruggs, Renfro, Edwards, and Zay. You're forgetting about Tyrell though. Tyrell's really good when he's not injured. He's not that breakaway, route runner that AB was going to be, but he's a really good number 2. I think you have Ruggs and Tyrell on each of the sidelines. You have Renfro in the slot, and then you have Edwards and Zay come in for support with Aguilar. I think that's a really good wide receiver core. I'm telling you guys, go watch the games from this past year. Go to the NFL Game Pass. It's free until the end of the month. And this is not sponsored, although I wish it was. And you could watch old Raider games. I've been watching like Carson Palmer years and Jason Campbell stuff. But go watch this past season. And Tyrell did some really good things for us when he was healthy. Uncle Joe comes back and says, I think the Kansas City Chiefs have a bad year, Super Bowl hangover. It's funny. I'm going to give you guys a little tease for my next Madden series that has to do with this. The next Madden series I'm planning to do, that's not filmed yet, is I'm going to take the Raiders' updated roster, and I'm going to simulate through seasons until I win the Super Bowl. And I'm going to act as general manager. And like if Derek Carr's not playing well, I'm going to put Mariota in or draft a quarterback. Or if I need a wide receiver, I'm going to trade for him, blah, blah, blah. And this relates to the Kansas City Chiefs having a bad year because I've been practicing with other teams. Like I'll pick the Redskins or the Bengals, and I'll simulate through the season. And every time I do this, the Kansas City Chiefs do not make the playoffs for whatever reason. Madden thinks they don't make the playoffs. So I don't know how much stock you put into Madden simulations, but that seems to be the case. Went to KC with the other RB. Oh, yeah, DeAndre Washington, I think is who you're talking about. Again, I do think we have a good chance to make the playoffs, as stated here. The O-line, what's funny is everyone's saying, like, the Chargers, look out for the Chargers. We beat them twice last year. And if you want to call Tyrod Taylor an upgrade from Phillip Rivers, go ahead and do that. And everyone's saying, Joey Bosa, this defensive line of the Chargers is so dominant. But what about our offensive line? I think our offensive line is top 5 in the league that nobody else likes to talk about. Some breaking news here. We officially signed Prince, and then we cut Nick Nelson. Okay, well, that was probably the corresponding move that we were going to have to do. That's solid. I do like Prince Amukamara. He's not great, but he's depth. He's someone that needs to play for Arnett if Arnett struggles because we don't have those OTAs, although it's voluntary. Paul Johnson, Casey's still got easiest home schedule just in case. Of course they do. Although I do like that we play them first in Kansas City. That is the case, right? Or am I making that up? I think that's the case. I am excited about that. Michael says, are you Ray Romano? Can you tell us? Listen, I know I talk out of my nose, okay? I don't sound like Ray Romano. Do I look like Ray Romano? I'll take it as a compliment. Hola, Alex. How we doing? Alex? Yeah, Mayo, listen, that's tough. I do think we replace him with someone who is potentially better in Carl Nassib, who I've been saying was a freaking captain on the Bucks last year and had like 6.5 sacks. I think he's a solid depth player to have at the defensive end position. I think we win the division low key. Mariella Marcus, number 8. Who in the world is Mariella Marcus? Are you talking about Marcus Mariota? Who is that? If you're talking about Mariota, I don't think he sees one down this whole season unless Carr gets injured. Knock on wood if you're with me that doesn't happen. But I don't think that's happening. Should have kept Jordan though. Deion Jordan. I don't know. Maybe my dad really likes him. I don't know why. My dad always gets like latched onto these players that we sign midseason that he thinks are gonna like come way back and like be what they were supposed to be. That draft was so bad, the Deion Jordan draft. That's when we had the 3rd overall pick and we traded back to 12 or whatever and drafted DJ Hayden. That was like the worst draft ever. EJ Manuel was the first quarterback. Yikeroo. Would you consider the Raiders secondary elite? No, not by a long shot. Unproven, young. A lot of potential, but not elite. I think safety is our strong point with Abram, Jeff Heath, Demarius Randall, and Eric Harris and Joyner. I don't know what they're doing with Joyner. I would put him the corner, but that's just me. And then you have Trayvon Mullen, who has the ability to be elite. Arnett, who I think is going to be a really good player. And now Prince Amukamara. I don't think it's elite, but, you know, it has a lot of potential. Fresno says, Arnett going to be a beast in year 2. I don't disagree with that statement. I think he's going to be solid the first year. You guys have to understand something with the Arnett pick. We didn't have a 3rd-round pick, so we needed a corner, and we weren't going to wait till the 3rd round because he probably would have been gone by then. So I think it was a really good pick. The Fantasy League's still happening. I just had to deactivate that Instagram because some funky stuff was going on with it. If you guys want to play in the Fantasy Football League with me, follow me at Rodney_Laborde on Instagram, and I'm gonna remake the chat and DM me saying, or you don't even have to follow me, just DM me Rodney_Laborde and say you want to play in the Fantasy Football League, and we're gonna get it going. It's still May, so we got a lot of time to do this. So it's still happening. Don't worry about it. Demarius Randall is an underrated beast. I do think he's going to be really good, although I was watching the Browns game that we played in 2018, and he got absolutely burned by Carr and Jared Cook. But that's what happens. Paul Johnson, DC4 MVP status again. If he does get hurt, definitely got a better backup this go around. Exactly, dude. The Mariota thing is just another excuse for people to say, I don't know about how Gruden and Mayock feel about Derek Carr. All I know, he's been here for 3 years now. They've drafted nothing but wide receivers and running backs and linemen to complement him. And Mariota is needed to be a backup because we had Glennon last year and Peterman. And if you watch Hard Knocks, that's all you need to know about how Gruden felt about our backup quarterback situation. He was not happy. Okay? So Mariota is a great backup to have. It's like Teddy Bridgewater. And I'm not comparing Derek Carr to Drew Brees, but when the Saints signed Bridgewater, where nobody was saying, oh, Bridgewater, the heir apparent, they were saying, no, he's a good backup. And he came in there and went 5-0. So, Paolo with a smile. Thank you for the smile. Alex, I love your content, but I hardly understand why I speak basic English. But, oh, you don't speak. I was confused. I was like, do I not speak well? But thank you. I appreciate you watching. Yeah, I just try to make the best content for you guys and for Raider fans. I made this channel just because I wanted to make a video about Derek Carr and why I believed in him, and then it really just took off from there. So I do appreciate that. Thank you, Alex. How you really feel? How do I really feel about the draft? Okay, here was my philosophy going into the draft, and this is something that I think you guys should take and live with. And I'm not saying that I'm a philosopher, but I might be one day. Mayock absolutely killed it in the first season, drafting wise. And I didn't know Max Crosby. I knew Hunter Renfrow because I watched college football. I didn't know who Trayvon Mullen was. I didn't know in any of these people. Okay, I didn't know who any of them were. But I was pleasantly surprised by how all of them played. And going into this season, I said we need a wide receiver and a cornerback with our first two picks. I did not care who they were. CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy. Did not care. If we drafted the Henderson kid from Florida, great. If we drafted the Johnson kid from Utah, great. I did not care who the players were as long as it was a corner and a wide receiver. And we got Henry Ruggs and Damon Arnett. Was it a reach to Mel Kiper Jr. and to Daniel Jeremiah? Maybe, but they're not the GM of the Oakland Raiders. So as long as we fill those positions, I was completely fine. I don't want to say it's a reach until I see how they play. As long as we didn't draft Jordan Love, I was thrilled. I was thrilled with the draft. So that was my philosophy going into that. I do not think we reached for Arnett or reached for Ruggs because we needed to fill those positions, and Mayock and Gruden have proven that they know how to evaluate talent. So I'm okay with all of it. Do I think Abram is being a little overlooked? He's only played one game. Absolutely. People are saying, we had a great draft class last year, and they're not even bringing up Jonathan Abram. I do believe that he is going to play very well. I just hope he's not a Bob Sanders. I hope he stays healthy and just continues to be that personality that the Raiders need. We do need stars on this roster, and I think he is a star. I believe in DC as well, Paula. I do believe in DC. Do I think Tyrell Williams makes a comeback this season? Well, I don't think he needs to make a comeback because he was just like comeback physically, yeah. But I think when he was healthy, he played really well. He had like 600 yards and almost 50 catches, something like that. And he had two, burnt feet. So I think he's going to play really well. Don't be surprised if he gets 1,000 yards. If you guys are playing fantasy, that's a sleeper pick, Tyrell Williams. Travis, you just stopping in for a second. Raiders will make a wild card team. I agree. Wild card playoffs. I appreciate that, Travis. Travis is one of my loyal fans, and I do appreciate that. Amik Robinson. Yeah, exactly, dude. People were saying Amik Robinson, they were shocked that he was there in the what are we in the 4th round, the 5th round? People were shocked that he was there. He was the best nickel corner graded in the draft. So you guys have to trust in Mayock and Gruden. We trust, man. I'm telling you. I was weary of Mayock and Gruden when we signed them. I didn't know about the picks that we made, but they played so unbelievably well this last year. So well. And I'm really excited. Tanner Muse, yeah. These players are so good. Alex says, do I think Derek Carr plays better than in 2016? You know what's funny about the 2016 season? Again, I've been watching 2016 games a lot. Derek Carr still checked the ball out, checked it down a fair amount with Bill Musgrave. He just had weapons and he had time in the pocket. So I do think that he finds that 2016 form, even though I think he's been playing like that ever since then, besides 2017. That was just a weird year for everyone. But yeah, I do think, man, you guys are killing it in the comments today. Make sure you drop a like, too. It really helps. I do think he comes back. Lynn Bowden, what do I think his role will be? I think his role will be, I think he's going to catch a lot of balls and get a lot of handoffs from jet sweeps. He's going to be that Darren Sproles type, that Taysom Hill guy to come in as a little gadget guy and just do everything he can to get in the end zone. I think he's going to be in the game a lot for goal-to-go situations in the red zone. Jody, what is Jody saying? Just wanted to say I love your videos. I don't notice if you notice me at all in the comments, or you're just telling that I like your. Jody, you're one of my closest compadres in this new channel that I started. You're great. I love you. We're gonna start that fantasy draft coming up. You want to play me in Madden? We'll play sometime. Oh God, it's so hot down here. Grudok. I was like, what does that say? Grudok, our top 5 staff in the league. I agree. I love that. Grudok. When we did Firejack Del Rio, I was really upset. And I was mad personally that we signed Gruden because I didn't think Del Rio got a fair shake. And I still kind of believe that. But ever since then, we went through a rebuild like we always do when we sign a new. Listen, I'm not new to rebuilds. I'm 21. I was alive when we were in the Super Bowl, but I haven't seen one legitimate winning season besides 2016. So, I'm happy with the situation that we're in now. We have a great roster. We won that Mac trade. Don't let anyone tell you we didn't win the Mac trade. We won the trade. Noah, what's up, buddy? What's going on, brother? Noah, do you know I'm subscribed to you? Do you know that? I'm subscribed to you, and I watch all your videos. Do you know that? I watch all your Fortnite stuff, man. And Uncle Joe just reminds everyone, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help. Okay, you guys are killing it with the comments. I didn't think this many people would comment. What do I think about DT coming? Oh, Malik Collins. I think he's solid. I think Hurst, Collins, Hankins. That's a good threesome there to just swap in and out. Do I think we're solid at kicker and punter? Interesting. I think our punter's good. AJ Cole. Our Daniel Carlson was really good in 2018. 2019 was a little shaky. So maybe we bring someone in just to push him in camp, but I think he'll be okay. Isaac, what's up, buddy? 2016 Carr played majority of the season in shotgun, and that fit well with the offense because it reminded Carr's. Yeah. Also, toward the end of the season, he was in shotgun because he broke his pinky. His pinky? What the heck is a pinky? His pinky finger, and he couldn't take snaps under center. So that's another interesting tidbit. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. What do you mean what? I'm subscribed to you. I watch all your videos. You didn't know that? I do watch them all. How do I think Trayvon Mullen played this past season? Or how do I think plays in this season? In the past season, I think he played well. In this season, I think he's going to be even better. Because we have more people to defend that help him. He's not going to have to carry the load defensively. Sun Joku says, if I could add one more piece at any position to push us over the top, what position and who? Great question. Okay. I would probably at this point, and it's funny because there's not a lot that we would need. However, I would add another linebacker. I would add one more linebacker to be like an enforcer. Littleton and Kwiatkowski were great pickups, and Morrow is a good, solid-ish linebacker. I would add one more to put us right over the top there, to rush the passer. I would love to have like a Luke Kuechly in there to just or a Clay Matthews in his prime to just disrupt the quarterback. I think that would be something to put the Raiders over the top there. Can I imagine Ruggs, Williams, Bowden, Jacobs, Edwards, Waller all on the field at the same time? No, I can't imagine it, and I can't wait to see it. And I hope there's fans there to see it also. Malik Collins had the 4th most pressures by a T. Dude, I'm telling you, look at that. Oakland fan too with the big. Are you a Pirates fan, or is that Oakland A's? I'm a Pirates fan. I thought that was. I got excited. That might have been the A's. Either way, still love you. Our kicker is trash, bro. In 2018, he was good. Don't give up on him yet. Carr is tough as nails. Break his back, and he's back in a week. Breaks his pinky, and he's back the next drive. Yeah, I'm so sick of this narrative that he's not tough, that he throws the ball away too much. Yeah, he broke his back, and he was supposed to be out. It could have been 6 weeks, and he came back 2 weeks, and it was still, battling his tail off. Let me just give Andres some love here. Some Andrew Torres love here with the skull. Thank you. Appreciate that. Make sure you guys drop those likes. Keep commenting. I'm trying to get to all of them. You guys are really killing it. What do I think about Johnson at corner? I think he's solid. He's a young player. He was a late round draft pick last year. I just need to see more of him. What's your season prediction, wins and losses? 9-7, 10-6. Our floor is 8-8. Our ceiling is 11-5. I think right in the middle. Excuse me. I'm gonna do like a highly produced, funny wins loss video that's gonna be coming soon. But yeah, that's probably 9 wins, 10 wins. Oakland A's. Well, hey, we can't all be perfect, I think baseball's coming back soon. Can't wait for that. No more spitting sunflower seeds on the field, though. We killed the Mac trade, and we even have Mad Max as well. He's developing to be future elite pass rusher. And, yep, I agree. And don't forget about Cleveland Farrell. Just remember this. He played a lot of D-tackle and is a really good run stopper. And now people are going to have to focus on Crosby and Nassib, which is going to open things up for Farrell to even get more sacks. So don't worry about that. Oh, Diesel Master. Great name. I just subscribed. Appreciate you, buddy. Love that. What console do I play for Madden? I play PS4. If you guys want to play me, again, go follow my Instagram, Rodney_LaBorde, and DM me, and we'll play, and we'll all play. We'll play some Superstar KO. He's a Raider channel. Who are you talking about? You talking about me? Did I miss a comment from you, Diego? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You should do a franchise series on Madden where you invite your fans and everyone can make trades and see who wins the Super Bowl. Oh, that's a good idea, Jody. Maybe it's already in the works. I don't want to do it right away because I don't think we're going to have enough people to fill it up. I don't want to play with like 4 people. It's just not going to be fun because you're just going to be playing the computer. But, if we build things up maybe once in a while, who knows? Who knows, Jody? They need to look back at Fresno State players closely. There's good players coming out of Fresno. They get overlooked because we're not Ohio State or Clemson. I mean, yeah, I don't really watch any Fresno State games. I watch all the highlights when Derek Carr was there with Devontae Adams. I'm sorry, I just swished my water into the mic. Sorry. Who has a better season, Ruggs or Judy? I think they have pretty similar seasons. I am a believer in the Broncos and Drew Lock. And KJ Hamler, my brother. But better season. It's funny because I think Judy ends up with more catches and yards receiving, but Ruggs could get into the end zone more. You can hand the ball off to Ruggs. I think Ruggs ends up being the more explosive player. It's like, who's a better player, Tyreek Hill or Julio Jones? It's tough to gauge whether you would rather have someone who's a burner who could run all the routes like a Tyreek Hill or someone who can just go up and get anything and is a master route runner, not like a Julio Jones, but more of an Amari Cooper. So it's like Cooper at his height, which is Jerry Jeudy, or Tyreek Hill at his height, which is Henry Ruggs. And it's tough to say. You should continue to play your Las Vegas Raiders franchise mode. It's tough because that's not the rosters. That's real. I'm gonna bring the series back though with the updated rosters once the season starts. I'm planning on doing a thing where, let's say the first game is at Carolina and it's coming up August whatever or September whatever the date is. I'm gonna play that game and upload it the week before. And that'll be like my prediction on the game, whatever happens. So it is coming, and that'll be from Madden 21, obviously. So it is coming. Sanjoku. Edwards will be a true red zone threat. Yeah, he's going to be the next Michael Crabtree. If you guys are watching my Derek Carr best throws video, Michael Crabtree is a freaking monster, and I wish we still had him. Ugh. What would I rate the Raiders? Free agency and draft picks. Free agency was a solid B plus. I don't rate the draft picks because I don't know how well they're going to be. I know for a fact that Malik Collins, Marcus Mariota, Demarius Randall, Jeff Heath, Kawakowski, Corey Littleton. I know all these players have proven themselves to be really good players in the NFL. So I could easily say that's a B. Oh, Jason Witten. I forgot about Jason Witten. That could easily be a B plus, A minus type class. Byron Jones might have put us into that A plus range, but apparently he turned down our offer because it wasn't enough money. Hey, that happens. Yeah, I don't do the draft just because I don't know. How am I gonna do that? Do I watch Oakland Raider Report? I'm subscribed to him. I peek in every now and again. Yeah, I do. Do you think we're underestimating the Jets like last year? First of all, I didn't underestimate the Jets with Sam Darnold. New York is just a weird, hard place to play. They have a lot of decent talent there. I think last year we did underestimate them, meaning us as the Raiders. I think this year we will not do that because we know what happened last year. And also, again, we didn't have the talent to go and win a game like that when you need to make the playoffs. Last year it was a bunch of rookies, and last year, similarly to 2015, we learned how to compete. And then this year, similarly to 2016, we will learn how to finish and win. And I think that's what's going to happen. So that could be a game we do lose. We could also go out and beat the Saints week 2 in our home opener. So I don't know. It's tough to see. The 2-point conversion against New Orleans back in 2016 is all you need to know about Crabtree. If he needs to go up and get it, nothing stops him. 1,000%. He was the true number one. Don't listen to all the analysts that say Amari Cooper was the number one. It was absolutely 1,000% Michael Crabtree who was the number one. I'll never forget watching that game. My dad actually cried when we got the 2-point conversion because, I don't know, it was just emotional. I don't cry for Raider games. I would probably cry if we won the Super Bowl, though. Thoughts on Colton Miller's progression? First year, showed promise but really struggled. Last year, top 10 left tackle in the league. Really, really played well. He got bigger, stronger, more nimble. I think he was really, really good. Oakland fan. This guy's a Pirates fan. I don't know if you guys knew that, but he's a Pittsburgh Pirate fan. Chris Harris Jr. said he wouldn't play for the Rays because he didn't want to play outside. But then he goes to the Chargers and they already have a nickel and Desmond King. Yeah, well, he's a bum. What else? Oh, we offered Chris Harris a contract, and he just straight up turned it down. He's a bum. Screw him. What's up, Joel? Who do I think we're going to have for the line? What does that mean? Who do I think we're going to have for the line? The offensive line? I think it's going to be the same as it always has been. The defensive line, like starters for the defensive line. Farrell, Crosby, Collins, and Hurst. And then Nassib will be rotating. I would like to play Nassib at a little bit of linebacker. If anyone wants to play me in Madden or PS4, here's Jody's username for Madden on PS4 if anyone wants to play. Noah. The offense will be good next year. I agree. Noah, do you want to play Noah? I'll play you. We could do a video or something if you want. Unless you have Xbox, then we can't play. Sorry, but Fresno State players used to go straight to New England because Pat Hill, Fresno State coach, he has ties to Bill Belichick. Interesting. Didn't know that. Who's the best Fresno State player to ever play in the league? That's a good question for you guys. Do you think we have any chance of beating Kansas City? Yeah, we have a chance to beat them at home. We don't have a chance to beat them in Kansas City. That's just the way it goes. Unless there's no fans. No fans is it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Would I get a Corey Littleton jersey? Probably not. I mean, he's not like a tenured Raider. I would get a Carr jersey, a Renfro jersey, I have a Jacobs jersey. I would hold off on the rookies because you just never know. I would get a Crosby jersey for sure. It's a lot. It's a lot. Total amount of sacks for who? For the squad? For Crosby, he probably gets another 10.5. Farrell probably gets another 8. Noah plays Xbox. It's Noah. You're Noah's brother? Is that true, Noah? Is this kid your brother? Are you in the ones in the videos with Noah? At third line, Nassib or Morrow? I think Nassib should play linebacker if he can. That would be sick. Then you don't have to worry about him switching out. And then you could, if Farrell needs a break, then you could put Nassib on the line and then put Morrow there. I think that would be good. What would I do if I was the coach? Nothing. I would quit. I'm not qualified. I really think we win the division. Hey, you never know. You never know. We could. See what happens. Uh-oh. Go Boise State, Michael says. I like your field. It's blue. That's cool. Guys, I'm sweating. It's so hot down here. Ugh. Jesse, what's up, Jesse? Ruggs will dominate first half of the season. Teams will adapt and treat him like Tyreek Hill. And then guess what? Then we put in Brian Edwards. Playoff bound 10-6. Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? He aggressively says it. Agree. Strongly agree. He is your brother? Okay, that's funny. What's up, Noah's brother? How do you think Zay Jones plays this season? I saw him. Yeah, he looks like he's training. I think he's going to be a depth wide receiver. He probably gets around 500 yards, a couple TDs. If you saw my Madden videos, he plays apparently really, really well when I play. Is Vontaze coming back? I don't think so. I would like for that to happen, but I think they're just done with it. I love that, Sanjoko. I agree. Yeah, we could win the division. I don't know. Okay, I want to ask you guys a question. I'm just curious. I just want to take a barometer. Did you guys subscribe to my channel for the Madden videos, the highlights, or the history repeating itself videos where I do like the voiceover? I just want to get a barometer to see where you guys came from, just so I know what types of videos to put out. And if there's videos that you guys like more than the others, I want to take these last 20-ish minutes to just see what you guys like about my channel, what you guys think I should do to improve the channel, what videos you like making. I just got spammed with comments. Good Lord. Hold on. If I had one day to be the coach and make any trades, okay, realistically, I would go out and re-sign Michael Crabtree. 1-year contract, come back into camp. Let's see if you still got it. That's what I would do. Do I think we can sweep the Chargers? Yes, I do, and we will sweep the Chargers. Jody, Madden videos, but all videos. Bro, let's be real. Chiefs winning the division. Let's not lie to ourselves. E in Miami. Oh, I don't disagree. I think the Chiefs are still winning the division. Yeah, so that's it. Subbed because of the franchise mode. Okay, it looks like I subbed from the Madden videos. Madden. Devontae Adams is the best player. I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Thanks for that, Joe. That's great contribution. Madden. Hey, what's up, Joe? I got some people in here, man. This is go subscribe to JoJo Gaming if you guys watch 2K Madden. If you just like watching good content, go subscribe to this man right here. We're going to be doing a video sooner rather than later, Joel, if you want to. Bring back Marquette King. No, thank you. I liked him, but he was a nut job. Derek Carr prediction stats. And also, Evie says the Raiders O-line is underrated. I agree. So everyone joined because of the Madden. Okay, cool. So I just should do more Madden videos. Okay, prediction. 40, 200 yards, 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Yeah, that's my predictions. Not a lot of people threw over 30 touchdowns this past season. Like if you look up people like Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, they were all like in the 27 to 29 range. So yeah, so I'm saying 40, 200 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and possibly a 10 win season. Am I in the basement? I am in my basement. You have a problem with that? Huh? What do you want me to do? This is where I film my stuff. This is literally the chair I'm sitting in. Am I worried about that? No, that happens all the time. Listen, it's just something you got to deal with. Okay. You just got to try to limit the mistakes and see if you could just not commit any penalties. It happens. You subbed for Madden, but I stayed for the Raiders. All these big Raider channels are unauthentic and lack passion, but it's obvious you bleed silver and black, and that's what makes you the best. Thank you, man. Look at this comment. It's taking up the whole screen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just enjoy making videos. That's what it comes down to, really. I'm gonna sit up here for just the camera. Yeah, I just enjoy making videos. Did you guys see if you guys haven't seen my story time with Jared Valdir, please watch that. It's a really funny story, and then I'm gonna do more story time videos like that coming soon. There is a story that I have where I adjacently had dinner with Al Davis and Jamarcus Russell. I didn't eat with them at the same table and talk to them, but I was in the same room, a table over. I could look like right here like this and see Jamarcus Russell and Al Davis. So that's going to be the next storytime video, but I want you guys to go watch the Jared Valdir one. Comment that you came from the stream because that's I put a little bit of work into that video. So go watch that, and thank you again, man. I appreciate that. Tom Flores, only player that had done so much for the Raiders. Look him up. I know who Tom Flores is. I met Tom Flores too. I got a lot of stories about Raiders coaches and players that I met. Oh, you came from the rookie highlights? That's interesting. I worked hard on that. Oh my God, that was such an annoying video because I went back and I looked through all the highlights. And luckily there was just a Josh Jacobs video that was already made. So I just used part of that to do for my rookie video. But Hunter Renfrow, every game had 7 highlights that I had to take out of the video. It was starting to really tick me off. But since the Raiders got a new quarterback, do you think they will switch from Derek Carr? No chance. Carr's our quarterback. Mariota's just a backup. Don't let anyone else fool you. I met Mark Davis and Mike Maz at Vegas Golden Knights game. That's cool. Did you get to say anything to him? I didn't say anything to Al Davis I did talk to Jamarcus Russell. But I didn't say anything to Al Davis. I was super scared. Yeah. So we're winding down here, guys. We only have 10 minutes left. Any final questions you got for me? Yeah, I'm just super excited about the season. This is going to be every Monday, same time, 5 to 6. Maybe a little bit less than 6, maybe a little bit more, depending on how the conversation goes. You guys killed it with the comments. I can't tell if you guys liked the stream, but I'm sure you guys have. So just thank you so much for, watching. If you guys want to keep going for the next 10 minutes, just throw some more stuff in here, and then I'll continue to talk to you guys. But, yeah, more Madden videos are coming soon, more story time. Did you guys see my hype video for next season? That was another thing I worked decently hard on. Davis didn't want to talk, but Mayock was super nice and shook hands. We talked. That's cool, man. Yeah, Mark Davis, I'm sure, talks to a lot of people. He's probably busy. How old am I? You guess. You guys guess how old am I? You can't guess if you know. If you know how old I am, you can't guess. But I want you guys to guess how old am I. Oh, you know Tom Flores and his nephew. I had 10 games at Tom Flores Stadium. That's pretty cool. My basement's hot. Yeah, mine's too. Carr says 21. Oh, you actually like see, I was worried about the song. That's one of my favorite bands, AJR. And I was worried that people were going to think the song was a little like soft or whatever, but I thought it just went perfect with I just thought it went perfect with the style. Okay, people are saying 25, 22, 18, 23. Leah Mayock is hot. Okay, that's great contribution. Start an ultimate team and have Derek Carr as your QB. How do you know I didn't already do that? How do you know I don't already have that from before I even started making videos? Isaac thinks I'm 69. Okay. The correct answer was stated as such by Cairo. I am 21 years of age. Been a Raider fan since my whole life. I don't look 14, Fresno. You look 14. Watch yourself. Jacob, what's up, brother? Appreciate the stuff. I do. You enjoy the videos, and I look 21. I am 21, so there you go. Who just gave me another compliment? I just want to just highlight the compliments. Sunjoku, appreciate the show. Going live ain't easy. It's not easy, but it's not hard. I'm not gonna pretend like it's necessarily a hard thing to do, but it's not easy. I guess I could be doing other things, but I'm actually no, I couldn't be doing other things. What else am I gonna do? We're all stuck at home. Although things do seem to be opening up, and as long as you guys wear masks and gloves, you won't get any viruses, and you won't give viruses. I'm gonna take a little sidetrack here to talk about the CV just for 1 second. Wear a mask, please. It does not protect you. The mask doesn't protect you at all. But in case you do have the virus, it protects other people. And you might have the virus, like Donovan Mitchell, who plays for the Jazz, and not ever know it and then get rid of it. We could have all had it and got rid of it and not even have known it. So just wear it to protect people. And we'll be over this and back in stadiums before you know it. Just make sure we're all doing our part, staying healthy. Sunjoku has a great show. Does he? Do you have a show? What do you do? Raider stuff? I didn't know. I'll check it out. I didn't know that. I did not know that. But yeah. Some exciting things coming down the pipe, guys. We're almost hitting that 1,000 subscriber threshold, which means I can start monetizing. Not in it for the money. Obviously, you guys know this. I do it for you guys. But every dollar and every cent I get from the views will go right back into this channel. I have the mic right now. I don't have a stand for it. The camera I use for my Madden videos is right here. It's my iPhone. And I'm using my webcam from my 2009 computer to live stream. And that's why it doesn't look great. So any money I eventually get from this, it's going to go right back into the channel. And that's what I'm just going to do to keep showing you guys how much I appreciate you guys. Do you think we should change up the part of our jersey or keep it the same? I think we should just keep it the same. I think we should wear those alternate color rushes a little more. I will miss the Coliseum. This guy is a Pirates fan. Don't let him fool you. He's not an A's fan. I'll miss it. I'll miss the dirt and field, but we needed a new stadium. It was terrible, if we're being honest. Did you see the bathrooms in the new stadium? No more troughs, all urinals. Great. When's my next franchise? TBD. I don't want to give it away. Coming soon. Oh, Sanjoku. Okay, I will check it out. I did not know that. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little tease. I'll give you guys a little tease. You guys might know what this is. You might not know. You might think it's a bad thing. It's not. Okay? But I'm just going to throw this out, and you guys tell me what you know about it, how you feel about it. Okay? Do you guys know what a Patreon is? Does anybody out there know what a Patreon is? Okay? And what do you think a Patreon is? How do you feel about Patreon things? Top 5? That's tough. You have McCaffrey, Barkley, Kamara. Those are the core 3. God, maybe he is a top 5. Am I just blanking completely right now? Who are the other running backs in the league? Let me think. Oh, Derrick Henry's probably a 4. I don't know. Okay, so you guys know, gets you to subscribe and hopes you forget about. Okay, no. That's not true. That's not true. Well, maybe it is true. Some people might do that. Okay, so here's what a Patreon is. I'm just telling you guys this, and this I'm going to leave the show. A Patreon is something that you do for fans, and it's essentially like, I want to do things for you, but I don't have the time and the resources to do that. So what it is no. Don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this, Fresno. Do not turn on me, okay? I'm explaining this to you, and this is what's going to happen. A Patreon is where you can charge someone $1, $3, $1 million. You can do whatever you want. And what it is when somebody subscribes to your Patreon, becomes your patron, you get whatever that benefit is for that tier that you paid for. So, for example, for $1 a month, you get access to for example, scripts that I write. If I need a video idea, I come to you guys and I ask you. You guys become producers for my show. And I'm not in it for the money. None of this money is going to go toward like my college tuition or for a new like bike that I want. Anything that I get from the YouTube ads or from you guys goes directly into the channel, directly into it for better equipment, for a better camera, for anything. And the best part about it, Jody, is that nothing changes. You don't have the money. Guess what? I don't have it either. I'm a patron to one person, a YouTube channel that does movie stuff, okay? And I pay $15 a month, and that's all I have, okay? And nothing changes with the channel. Everything stays exactly the same. If you guys didn't know that this was going to exist, nothing would change. I'm not asking you for this at all. It's me giving you guys the opportunity to support me, and I give you exclusive content. And what I'm thinking about doing is having a tier where for a certain amount of month, you guys can come on this show and talk Raiders with me. And we could do a split screen right here. We could have 3 or 4 or 5 of you, and we can do that. Another tier might be early, a week early, you can see my videos. I'm just spitballing and throwing this out there. Do I take food stamps? No, I don't take food stamps. I'm not broke. I'm just saying, I don't want you guys to feel like you need to do this. I didn't even launch it yet. It exists. It's out there. You could look it up. But I'm not promoting it at all because I don't know, exactly what the tiers should be right now. I have tiers set up, but would love to support your channel, but there needs to be a cancellation. You could also support one time and then get out of it. I'm not asking you to support it at all. I don't care at all. If you guys want to say, you know what, I don't have it, I don't give a flying F. You guys are the best fans in the world, and nothing will ever change. I'm simply saying for the people that can and want to, you can. And I'm giving you the opportunity. But I don't want you to just support me and you get nothing in return. If you want to support me, then I want to give you something, and that's what the Patreon is for. I don't want to set up a Streamlabs, and I don't want to have Super Chat on here, and I don't want you guys to donate just to donate. That's not what I'm about. If you guys are giving me something hard-earned money, even if it's $1 a month, you will get exclusive content. You will get something. And that's what the Patreon is about. It's giving me an opportunity to give you something because you want to support me. I don't want you guys to support me just because you like me. I do appreciate it, but that's not why I do this. Like I said before, any of the money I earn from it will go right back in to the channel. And that's a promise. You guys don't know me, but I feel like I know you, and I think you guys trust me enough to know that. I would never just take your money and not give you something in return. Never. So with that being said, Uncle Joe says hit that like button. The Patreon is live right now. I'm not promoting it. It's all aboard Raiders. You could find it if you support me. God bless you. I'll never stop. But it's out there. I will make a formal video eventually, but it is out there. Patreon.com/allaboardraiders. Again, anything that you give to me, you get right back for exclusive content. So I just wanted to make that abundantly clear. Any preconceived notions you had about me or the Patreon, that's not true. It's not just there to take your money. And I don't want you guys to just donate just because. I do appreciate that. But if you guys do want to donate, it's there. And I do want to give you things in return. That's what it is. Maybe I could put the link in here. I wasn't planning on doing this, and I feel even awful doing this, to be honest. I feel like you guys will think less of me for doing this, but I don't want you to think that. You know what I mean? I just want to give you guys an opportunity to do things that you might otherwise not be able to do if you just donated regularly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it's right here. It's in the chat. Link is in the chat. I'll put it up on here. Don't steal your dad's credit card. Please don't do that. See, I don't want Noah, you're a young kid. If you're supporting me on Patreon, that doesn't make any sense. This is it right here. Oh, my alarm just went off to do 10 more push-ups. I'm doing 100 push-ups a day. I don't want you guys to think that I'm doing this because I just want money. That's not true. It couldn't be farther from it. Videos uh will be becoming fast and furious. So yeah, it's funding your channel and your life eventually, bro. It was going so good. Don't make me regret. Dude, no. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Don't do it. Forget it. Forget I ever said it. Forget I ever said it, Fresno. You don't have to do it at all. Videos will stay the same. You could always come on here and comment. We're always going to talk. It's just if you guys want to and can, you guys get stuff in return. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I hate you, Fresno. You're making me so nervous because I'm worried to do this because I'm afraid people are going to think differently of me, and I don't want you guys to think that. So that's where it is. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. It's not being promoted yet, so that's it. This has been going longer than I expected. You guys are killing me. What's my major? Started out as journalism. I'm changing to film. I love movies. I do have a YouTube channel. All Aboard Productions. It's movie stuff. Right now we can't go see movies, so it's been a little slow on the channel. And this channel, the Raider channel, just surpassed the other channel that I did have. So if you want to go sub to that, you can. All Aboard Productions. So yeah. Do I go to school in Utah? You look like someone at my university. I do not. I'm a Utah Jazz fan. I go to school at Penn State. So yeah, guys. If you want to go support that, you can. But again, you do not have to. Nothing is changing. It's just something out there. Nothing is changing. New Madden videos are coming. New highlight videos are coming. All that's in the pipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, no, don't worry about it. Don't wish you could. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Does not matter. I don't care one bit. I still love you. Paula, you were the first one in here and you're the last one out. I love you, man. I love you. I don't know all the Raider channels, but I feel like a couple of channels stink all the rumors. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. It happens. Do I like Mexican food? Sure. I like all food. Okay. I'm going. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being the best Raider fans around. Please be sure to subscribe. It is free after all, and it will always be free to subscribe. Don't you forget it. No charge. And just win, baby. See you guys. Thanks a lot. Woo! I'm sweating.